Well, the Texans and Colts have been tied for first in the AFC South since Week 10, so the winner today takes the outright lead. Second quarter, after a Texans fumble, Indy cashes in. Matt Hasselbeck finds Dante Moncrief for the 11-yard TD, and it's 7-0 Colts. Still in the second, TJ Yates trying to get Houston on the board, but he goes down on this long run and immediately grabs his left knee. He was done for the day with a reported ACL injury. Former Cowboys quarterback Brandon Weeden came in and went 4 of 5 and helped Houston get on the board. Houston trails 10-3 at the break. Fourth quarter, Houston starting deep in their own territory again. They go 90 yards in 10 plays, capped off by this Weeden pass to Jalen Strong for the 8-yard score, and Houston goes up 13-10. Late fourth, Texas defense takes over. Pass complete to Griff Whalen, but Jonathan Joseph knocks the ball loose. Kareem Jackson picks up the fumble. Houston adds a field goal to make it 16-10 with less than 2 minutes to play. Indy takes over, and on their first play, it's a bomb to wide open A.J. Bouye, and that's your ball game. Houston wins for the first time ever in Indianapolis by the score of 16-10. Houston now improves to 7-7, and they have first place in the AFC South all to themselves. Atlanta at Jacksonville. We pick it up in the second quarter. Play action, Matt Ryan completes to Julio Jones for the 11-yard TD, and it's 14-3 Falcons. Third quarter, Jags ball after a Falcon turnover, and Blake Bortles finds Allen Robinson in the end zone, tying this game at 17. Great grab with the defender all over him. But the Falcons come back to win 23-17. Tennessee at New England. This game deflating for the Titans. Tom Brady finds the Gronk from 5 yards, and it's 7-0 New England. And there's the Gronk spike. Brady passed for 267 yards and 2 TDs. Second quarter, Marcus Mariota back to pass. He's stripped of the ball, and the Patriots eventually come up with it in the end zone. New England wins 33-16. Mariota left the game in the second quarter with a right knee injury, not believed to be serious. Good evening. Welcome to this KSAT 12 News Brief. I'm Curtis Quillin. The woman killed in a crash along 410 has been identified as 35-year-old Jennifer Longoria. The crash happened yesterday afternoon around 2:30 between Ingram and Bandera roads. Police say Longoria veered off the access road and flipped her car over, landing on its roof. Investigators are still trying to figure out just what caused the crash, but say Longoria was not wearing her seatbelt. No other vehicles were involved in the crash. 10 people are out of their homes tonight after an apartment fire near downtown. The fire happened around 9:30 this morning on Lewis Street near San Pedro Avenue, just north of I-35. Officials say that the fire started on the bottom floor before spreading to the second floor.
There are rule changes every year in college basketball, but this year's are a little more weighted.
Pump fakes, one dribble, three-pointer, got it!
For the upcoming season, there are 2 major rule changes that will affect players like the Cowboys' Phil Forte. First, the shot clock in the men's game has been reduced from 35 seconds, where it has been for more than 20 years, down to 30 seconds. Now the defense not only has to defend for less time, but that gives guys like Forte 5 less seconds to drain a shot and an opponent.
It's a 6-point game, 30-24, and a timeout, Kansas.
There is another change that will directly impact players like Forte as well. Coaches now have 1 less timeout, meaning they can't stop as many runs during the game if they want to be able to set up a game winner at the end. Rule changes are as much a part of baseball as, well, the baseball. Many times a rules committee will try to balance the game. Since 2011, runs in college baseball have been at a premium, but one change before the 2015 season may help change that.
As you can see, there is a noticeable difference in the height of the seams between the old ball and the new ball. However, that difference is only 0.017 inches, and however slight that may be, that can turn into a huge advantage for the pitcher.